afternoon, everyone. Today, I am Meenal Verma, a student of class 6B. I am here to explain you all about cells. So let's begin. All living organisms are made up of tiny units called cells. Cells are the basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Cell biology and cytology is the study of cells. Cells are the building blocks of our lives. Suppose we humans are the buildings and cells are the bricks. What's a building without bricks? Just similar to that, there are no humans without a cell. Old and worn out cells are replaced by the new ones. Now, as I have already told you the importance of cell in our lives, let me also tell you that how humans were made in short. First, there were cells. Many cells combined together and made tissues. Tissues together made organs, and organs together made an organ system. And the whole organ system worked together and made an organism. Depending upon the number of cells found in human bodies, the organisms are divided into two: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular. All living organisms which are made up of one single cell is called the unicellular organisms. All of the life activities occurs within one single cell. For example, mosquitoes, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, chlamydomonas, etc. are some examples of unicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms. Organisms made up of one or many cells are called multicellular organisms. For example, humans, birds, animals, plants, etc. are called multicellular organisms. Let me tell you some interesting facts. The first fact is the largest cell in the female body is the ovum, a female egg. Second, the smallest cell found in a male's human body is the sperm cell. Third, Caulerpa algae is the largest single-celled organism. The average human body consists of about 10 trillion cells. There are 10 times more bacterial cells residing in our bodies than the total number of body cells, which means that 100 trillion bacterial cells are found in our bodies. The largest single cell is the ostrich's egg. Now let me tell you all about the cell size. Most cells are microscopic. Their size is measured in micrometers. The smallest size which an unaided human eye can see is about 0.1 millimeter mm. That means that under the ideal conditions, we humans can see an amoeba proteus, a human egg, and a paramecium without using magnifying glass. To see anything smaller than 500 nm, which means nanometer, we will need an electron microscope. 1 nanometer nm is equals to 1 into 10 power minus 9 meter. 1 micrometer is equals to 1 into 10 power minus 6 meter. And 1 millimeter mm is equals to 1 into 10 power minus 3 meter. The cell size broadly ranges from 0.2 micrometers to 2 millimeters. Now, let me tell you all about the cell shapes. The shape of the nerve cell is elongated and branched. The importance of it is to transmit signals at a faster rate. Now, the cell shape of the muscle cells is spindle. And the importance of muscle cells is it helps in expansion and contraction. Now, the shape of the skin cells is flat. The importance of the skin cells is to cover a large area. Now, the shape of the white blood cells is variable, which means they don't have a particular shape. They can be of any shape and any time. The importance of the white blood cells is to squeeze through cell walls. They are variable because so that they can squeeze through cell walls. Now, the shape of red blood cells, which means RCBs, is biconcave, and the importance of RBCs is that they carry maximum amount of oxygen to the body. Now, the shape of the cell wall, which is only present in plant cells, is rigid, and the importance of it is to provide support and strength. Now, let me tell you all about the cell structure. A cell can be compared to a factory. Like a factory, a cell has many parts, and each part performs a special job. A generalized cell consists of three essential parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Now let me show you the diagram. This is the diagram. This is the nucleus. The jelly-like substance present between in the spaces is the cytoplasm, and the boundary is the cell membrane. I hope you understood it just now. Now let me tell you all about these parts. First is the cell membrane. Cell membrane, which is also known as the plasma membrane, is a thin flexible layer around the cell of all living organisms. Now let me explain this to you all in an easier way. A cell membrane is the boundary around the cell which is present to protect the organelles, which means the parts inside the cell. Its basic function is to protect the cell from its surrounding and to give it a definite shape, as I already told you right now. In a plant cell, it is present on the inner side of the cell wall. Now let me tell you all about the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance which I have shown you in the diagram here. This white space between these organelles is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. A number of cell organelles are found floating in the cytoplasm. They are mitochondria, Golgi apparatus or vesicles, ribosomes, centrioles, which are only present in animal cell, smooth endoplasmic reticulum without ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes, lysosomes found only in animal cell, plastids found only in plant cell, and vacuole absent in animal cell. If present, they are very small. Now let me tell you all about the nucleus. The nucleus is a small spherical or oval structure located somewhere in the center. It is composed of nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm and nucleolus. Nucleus is the control center of the cell where all important genetic data is stored. Now, let me tell you all about the cell types. There are two common cell types, which are the animal cell and the plant cell. Let me show you the diagram. So, the first one, this diagram is the plant cell, the animal cell, and this is the plant cell. These, I hope you can see that in the parts in the animal cell, these are known as the organelles. And this is the plant cell. It also has a lot of organelles. So these are the two common types of cells. Now, all the cells can be classified into two. The animal cell and plant cell are the two common types, but there are more types of cells in which they can be classified, and they are prokaryotes and eukaryotes. The first is the prokaryote. The word prokaryote is derived from the Greek word pro, which means primitive or old, and the another word karyotes means nucleus. They are primitive types of cells, means that they are old type of cells. They lack true nucleus and other cell organelle like mitochondria, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, etc. All bacteria and archaea come into this group. Now let me tell you all about the eukaryotes. The word eukaryotes is derived from the Greek word eu, means true, and karyotes means nucleus. They are a group of organisms whose cells have a true nucleus. Eukaryotic cells contain membrane-bound organelles in which specific metabolic activities take place. Plants, animals, fungi, slime molds, protozoa and algae are all eukaryotes. Let me show you the diagram of eukaryote and prokaryote. These are the diagrams of eukaryote and prokaryotes. This is the eukaryote and this is the prokaryote. In the prokaryote, you can see a line going outside from the prokaryote. It is the flagellum. This line is called the flagellum. And that's all for about cells. Thank you.